Leading off for the Bloodhounds, the second baseman, number 11, Summer Parks.
All right, folks, welcome back here in the third. It is a 2-0 start for John Jay. They got going in the first. RBI hits back-to-back from Scholes and Spurl, who was tagged out trying to snab an extra base along the way. Summer Parks is the one in the batter's box for John Jay. Third inning of work for Penagacos. Lays down the bunt. Might have been outside the box. Might have hit her. We'll see what the... So the at-bat will continue, actually, for Parks here in the top half of the third. Hunter's 20-0 in CUNYAC play. John Jay's trying to change that on Championship Sunday. Goes bunt, and it is fair, and the throw is not in time with the base hit for Summer Parks. Showing off the wheels. Or was that foul? It was foul. It was a great bunt, but it missed by that much. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Parks may be going away from the bunt. Liner, that'll get down into center. She's digging for second. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. A double for Summer Parks. Probably happy it was called foul now, as she is into scoring position.
Top of the order for the Bloodhounds, the center fielder, number 4, Alyssa Curiel.
Charian coming up now. The runner at second. 2-0 start for John Jay. 14-6 conference record, 10+ runs in 5 straight games coming in, including the win over Baruch that put them in position to play today. They were unable to play yesterday due to the inclement weather, so the teams that picked up wins in their first 2 games, as the bunt goes foul, that being John Jay and Hunter, qualifying for the finals, now a best 2 of 3 format. See if Charian keeps the bunt call on here. Trying to get the runner to third. There's a strike, and she falls behind in the count. And Charian is the second leader in average on this squad, other than Sandell. There's a ball. Summer Parks, 19 steals this year, standing on second base. 19 of the team's 93. They attempted 111 steals. 93 times they were successful. It's more than 2 times the Hawks total. That ground ball was going to be dropped, so there's going to be runners on the corners and nobody out. Ball might have gone out of... Throw may have gone out of play, so an extra base. Second and third, nobody out. John Jay already up 2, striking again in the third. Definitely have to be ruled in at least 1 error on that play, possibly 2. Second and third, nobody out. And John Jay, after Hunter went 20-0 in conference play this year, down a couple. They blew out John Jay each of the last 2 meetings, whereas the first 2 were decided by a combined 4 runs, 2 different doubleheaders. 2 on, nobody out. Trying to extend the lead as Gillespie strides up. 0 for 1 thus far. Gillespie grounded to short her first time up. And there's a ball. Key spot for Panagakos, trying to keep the game tight. Crushed at foul into the soccer goal. That's a location John Jay has really enjoyed on the women's soccer side the last couple of CUNYAC seasons, where winners were scored in each of their last 2 campaigns late in those contests to push them to the NCAA tournament. There is a called strike 2 to Gillespie. Amelia Gillespie celebrating a birthday last week. 2-2. And that is down. They're going to get at least 1 run. Hitter goes to second, and John Jay rocking in game 1 of the championship. 3-0, 2 in scoring position once again, still nobody out.
The pitcher, number 17, Riley Sandell.
Now Sandell coming up with 10 homers, 52 RBIs to boot. What a year it's been for her. Trying to make it even better. The dream scenario thus far for John Jay. First pitch missed. Hopes to get her master's degree upon graduating. Get a doctorate in forensic psychology. Get Erin Layton showing the speed over there to get that one and fire it back to Panagakos. Not too far removed from those playing days. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to the number 1 hitter on the John Jay squad from Deer Park, Texas. Ways away from the Big Apple. Erin Layton will have a quick chat with Sandell. We'll hear from her after the top half of the 3rd inning about the team's hot start to game 1. We'll count it 2-1 to Sandell. It's been a slow start for Panagakos, who had a very good season pitching this year. It's a pitcher of the week twice and the conference pitcher of the year. It has allowed 3 today. Some of that from some fielding errors. So the count is now 2-2 to Sandell. This will be a huge out right now. Panagakos the pitcher of the week each of the previous 2. The 2-2 to Sandell. Gets a piece. Chops it foul. Count holds. Leading the team in average, RBIs, hits, and home runs. Sandell does get a piece. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming. Making Panagakos work. Eighth pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the 2-2 to Sandell. And the count is full. Angelina Scholes, who had an RBI single her first time, would be due up next. She was an RBI double. 3-2 count, nobody out. 2nd and 3rd, pitch to Sandell. Is going to get down into right. They score 1, cutoff throw. It's a 2-run double, and it's 5-0 in favor of the Bloodhounds on Championship Sunday, Game 1. Number 1 team in the CUNYAC struggling against Hunter. So rather, against John Jay.
The first baseman, number 18, Angelina Scholes.
So John Jay continues to impress. Sandell up to 54 RBIs on the season, batting better than 500. Can't even have a creative player play that well. That's the kind of season it's been. That is going to be caught in the infield, not that they had to have, as Fowler makes the snag. One away in the third.
Third baseman, number 12, Emily Spurl.
Emily Spurl, an RBI single, was thrown out going for 2 last time up. Spurl is from Deer Park. Line drive right back to Panagakos, 2 down.
The shortstop, number 2, Mackenzie Tresh.
Gotta bring up Mackenzie Tresh. Grounded out, start the second. 5 runs on 5 hits already, though, for the Bloodhounds. What a day it's been thus far. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. So that'll bring us to the end in the top half of the third. We'll have Aaron Layton on in just a moment. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. To Bo, leading things off in the bottom of the third. John Jay up 5-0. One will be a bit high. Ball 2. Outside. And it's a walk. Bo will reach. Start things here in
Center
bottom of the third.
Center fielder, number 21, Olivia Colombo.
Colombo now coming up. 0 for 1. Turbo works a walk. It's a great throw to first. It's about a half second late. Swing and a miss. Keeping the runners honest over there. That one will miss for a ball. Here it comes from Sandell, and it's out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Colombo. Into center, and it's down. First and second to start the inning. Here come the Hawks.
The shortstop, number 20, Paige Witalic.
There's a called strike. And that is going to get down into left. 1 run is around. There comes the throw. It's an RBI double, and it's 5-1. 3 straight hits for Hunter in business.
The designated player, number 40, Alyssa Curiel.
Second and third, nobody out. 5-1 game now. First pitch to strike to Curiel. There's the ball, 1-1. And fouled back, 1-2. Line drive. Catch can't be made. Another one comes across. It's 5-2. Hawks chipping away.
The first baseman, number 16, Leah Dillon.
Bring up Leah Dillon. And another one off the glove. 5-3, just like that. That's 5 straight hits. So they're going to call that one an error. 5 straight have reached a walk, 3 hits, and an error.
The right fielder, number 25, Olivia Woodruff.
That's how fast the game can flip. What a third inning. And the bases are loaded. Ouch.
The catcher, number 6, Samantha Marsala.
Go ahead, run out first. All right, folks, apologies for the technical difficulties. Hunter has been going on a barrage here in the bottom half of the third. They have netted 3 runs. They have the bases loaded. There's only 1 out. And they just walked in another. So the 5-0 lead has quickly shifted to 5-4. Everybody eating on this Hawks lineup. The only out
Second baseman,
was a
number
fielder's
18,
choice from Marsala.
Jessica Taylor.
5-4 game. Oh, here is Fowler, who struck out her first time, leaving 2 on base. They have really gotten it going off of Sandell. Slow roller. They're going to go to first. Another run comes in, and the 5-0 lead that John Jay had in the top half of this inning has fully evaporated. The game is tied at 5.
Top of Hawks. Now batting third baseman number 9, Nicole.
Second and third, 2 outs. They can still escape without giving up the whole lead if they can get Nicole Bow out. They have now successfully batted around. She began this inning by walking. And 3 of these runs, unfortunately, because of the early error, have been unearned. So Bo is the batter. It's a 5-5 game after John Jay scored 3 in the top half of this inning. The Hawks have answered with 5. Bo, it's a long run, and it's down into left. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. It's a 7 spot in the third. Nicole Bo with the arrow 2 on fire. Ralph Maroney's Hawks.
The center fielder, number 21, Colombo.
This is incredible. This is what the championship's about. 12 combined runs. We're still in the third. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Hopefully be with you for the rest of the day, unabated. What an inning. And that almost high from Sandell. You'd have to imagine perhaps a pitching change from the Hawks after this half inning. We do a couple shuffling around, different positions. We do a double switch. Grapple, who is the right fielder, can also pitch. You could always slide Sandell to the DP spot. She can play anywhere in the infield. It's a much-needed strike from her there, but a 5-0 lead disappearing on you in the same half inning. Not what you want to see if you're John Jay trying to get your first title in 22 years. Another big one, fastball from Sandell. It's strike 2. It's a full count. Nobody out. And Bo at second. It's Palumbo's second at-bat of the inning. Olivia Palumbo, the 3-2. She walked. 11th batter of the inning, Paige Witalic.
The shortstop, number 20, Paige Witalic.
Pitch coming in from Sandell. It is into left, and the catch is made. That is 3-way, so we're on to the 4th, 7 spot for Hunter. They lead 7-5. Welcome back, folks. We are now into the 4th here at Brooklyn College, a 7 spot from Hunter in the bottom half of the 3rd. Zach Weiss with you for a best 2 out of 3 on this Mother's Day Sunday in Midwood. Leah Dillon is now in the game to pitch. He had previously been playing first. Olivia Woodruff slides over to left. Sarah Shore now in right. And Panagakos is out of the game after 3 innings, allowing 5 runs, though she will not be the losing pitcher again. A 7 spot in the bottom half of the 3rd. The Hawks offense coming alive. America Rivera out at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. Sophomore from Brooklyn. High school for telecommunications, arts, and technology. She looks at strike 2 right there. That'll be a foul ball. There's another one fouled back. See Woodruff now at first base, not in left. She's at first, Dillon pitching, and Shore in the game in right field. And there's another one fouled. Oh, Rivera really making Dillon work as John Jay trying to come back after the tough half inning that just happened. That's going to go through the first baseman. Oh, and safe. You never want to see someone slide into first. Generally, it means that it's a last-ditch effort. In this case, that was an adventure to first. Couple errors in the field, couple of players bobbling it. Rivera's slow out of the box, but John Jay comes out of it a winner.
The designated player, number 7, Jordan Prince.
We have Jordan Prince, the only player to strike out against Taya Panagakos, the CUNYAC Pitcher of the Year this season. Bunt goes foul. It's 0-1. The John Jay team that's loaded with speed. Rivera's taken 6 bases this year. Prince has one of the team's 9 sacrifice hits. That is a great bunt. No one's getting out on that one. 2 on, nobody out. Space runner's paradise. What is an out? Jeopardy question for $2,000. What is an out? 7 runs in the last half inning for the Hawks. John Jay's gotten their first 2 on. 1 via bunt hit, 1 via error. Top half of the 4th. Teams are combined for 13 hits, 12 runs. And the bunt is laid down by Parks perfectly. Back-to-back bunt hits. And the bases are loaded for Charian at the top of the order. Both teams on fire.
Now batting the center fielder, number 4, Alyssa Curiel.
Alyssa Charian trying to keep the fun going as both teams have found the rhythm offensively. Back-to-back bunt hits, not something you see too often. There's a called first strike. Dillon had to have that one. Looking at her numbers this season, Dillon has now appeared in 17 games. There is ball 1. It's her 9th relief appearance, 72 2/3, a 2.12 ERA, 49 Ks, 8 walks, 260 batting average against, 6-3 record. By all accounts, the most effective pitcher that the team has. It is into left, and it's dropped. So they're going to have an out at 3rd, but a run comes in to score. It'll be 7-6. That probably would not have been a sac fly with how shallow the ball was hit.
The catcher, number 16.
So that'll be an unearned run. It's a 7-6 game. 1st and 2nd now with 1 out from Aaliyah Gillespie. Run score in paradise today. That is a deep one to center by Gillespie. And they're going to call it a ground roll double. So the tying run will score in the form of Summer Parks, and it's 7-7 in the fourth. So it's now tied at 7 after Parks strides across home plate.
The pitcher, number 17, Riley Sandell.
So that'll bring up Sandell, second and third with only one out. Trying to regain the lead now. Sandell has knocked in 2, has also drawn a walk. 2-run hit in her last at-bat. Look at the 4 regular season games between these teams. 6-5, 3-1, 10-1, and 9-3. It's the first game between the squads, or both teams have scored at least 7 runs. Pitch to Sandell. It's a ball. Outside to Sandell, well left. Native of Deer Park, Texas, 54 runs batted in this season. 2-run single earlier. That was a strike. She was a 2-run double, rather. There is 1 out in the inning. Pitch to Sandell. Foul ball. Got Scholes waiting on deck. 8 hits for the Bloodhounds. Neither team has attempted a stolen base. And of the 14 runs scored today, 8 of them unearned. Sandell walks and the bases are reloaded for Angelina Scholes.
The first baseman, number 18, Angelina Scholes.
Pitch from Dillon. In the dirt to Scholes, ball 1. After a rainy weekend, a 2 out of 3 championship series on this Sunday. Teams Hunter and John J. picking up preliminary wins against Lehman and Baruch, respectively. Called an infield's fly, so out no matter what. 2 down, bases remain loaded.
Third baseman, number 12, Emily
A little
Spurl.
rain coming down here. It's light, just a drizzle. Bases remain loaded for Spurl. Crushed foul to the on-deck circle. And there's a strike, important one from Dillon. Big spot for John Jay. They've only left 1 on base thus far. Spurl, ball down the left field line. 1 run is in. They're waving around the second runner. There's going to be a throw to third that can't be handled. Everyone is safe. It's 9-7 in the fourth. Great piece of hitting from Emily Spurl, who gives John Jay their 9th hit of the day. As Beth Leov is going to come out. Quick chat with Dillon. While Panagakos was the conference pitcher of the year, Dillon logged more innings, had more strikeouts. more complete games as well. The two of them did a lot of the work in the circle for them. Sarah Short and Alyssa Curio also had some experience in there. But these were the top two, and they've allowed 9 runs. You could blame it on a couple of errors and how many unearned runs have come in. But this is very surprising, given that Hunter did not lose a conference game this year. Number of Mercy Rule victories. John Jay's offense has really come to play. They're 1 away from scoring 10 runs for the 6th consecutive time. There's Tresh coming up. It's a ball. Line drive into right, and it is going to be caught. We're on to the bottom of the 4th. It's 9-7, John Jay.
Player.
Welcome back,
Number
folks.
40, Alyssa Curiel.
9-7, John Jay leads. So here are the runs scored per inning for each side. John Jay with 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Hunter with 7 in the third. Sandell remains in the game in the circle, facing Alyssa Curiel, who was 1 for 2, had one of the 7 RBIs brought in off the end of her bat last inning. Aaron Layton and Ralph Maroney, 2 head coaches, each looking for their first title as the one at the helm for their respective colleges in the CUNY. John Jay and Hunter very close to one another in the city. Hawks over there on 68th and Lex. John Jay 58th and 10th. Quick walk through Central Park will get you to one or the other, or a quick 1.5-mile drive. It's really one of the only matchups you'll see to any division, anywhere in the nation, where the schools are walking. The players could walk to the game from one place to the next. The 3-1 is called strike. Teams met in the basketball playoffs this year on the men's side, with the underdog Hawks winning a thriller over at John Jay before falling in the semis. John Jay women's basketball, as there is ball 4, Curiel the first. A very big underdog this year, almost found their way to the finals as a top 2 seed,
Number 16,
and played a
Leah
great
Dillon.
game against the Brooklyn College team that actually advanced in the tournament this year. Chanel Jamad had a 30-point, 20-rebound outing in the NCAA tournament, putting a lot of respect on the Brooklyn College name.
Your attention, please.
Kiera
Now
Shaw,
from
pinch
her
running.
First base. Number 4, Kiera Shaw.
She's from Brooklyn, Abraham Lincoln High School. Abraham Lincoln High School is a 22-minute drive from this campus, 4 miles away. Kiera Shaw this year has stolen 1 base. This is just her 10th appearance of the season. Always good to get the extra speed on the base pads when you get the leadoff runner aboard. Dillon, who's now pitching, is the one at the plate. Entered the day with 21 hits, 8 runs batted in. We don't have but Sophia Perez, who had an outstanding season all around. Stealing, scoring, just getting on. She had 41 hits, 40 runs, 22 steals. She had over half the stolen bases. That's what's missing. On base, 556, 14 walks, led the way. Really missing the sophomore from Cornwall, despite the 7 runs, even so. It's 3-0 to Dillon, who's gone 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. All right, there's a fastball, strike 1 from Riley Sandell. Driven in 2 runs today, 54 this season. He's only had 19 innings logged coming into the day. That is a deep one. It's going to roll to the wall. They can't get rid of it. The scene straight out of the bench warmers in the finals. It's an RBI double. It's 9-8. Dillon all the way to the wall. They could not scoop the ball. And coming in to score is the pinch runner, Kiera Shaw, to make it 9-8.
The first baseman, number 25, Olivia Woodruff.
Olivia Woodruff coming up. And the team with last licks, Hunter, could have a significant advantage come the end of this game with how it's gone. So we're going to have a pitching change, it looks like. And this is exactly what you'd expect that change to be. Grapple is going to come in from right field to pitch. And we're going to take a break while she warms up. 9-8 game. Bottom of the fourth. Brooklyn College CUNYAC Championship. Game 1 in a best-of-3 series. Back here in the bottom half of the fourth. Sandell now playing short. Tresh in left. Rivera in right. And Grapple is in the circle for John Jay in a 9-8 game. First pitch, Woodruff. Long run, foul ground. It's down for a strike. Grapple, this is her 17th appearance. 2.90 earns run average, 270 batting average against, a 5-5 record. She struck out 81. She's walked 41. 72 and a third innings. This is just her 6th relief appearance of 2022. Another foul ball from Woodruff. Nobody out yet here in this inning. Sandell faced only 2 batters. Line drive into center. And the game is tied at 9. Dillon comes across. Batting practice for both sides thus far now with 18 combined hits. Samantha Marsala coming up. Hawks don't have any hits in the last 3 spots in their lineup. That's going to roll into center, and that's another hit. Now Marsala joins the party. 10th hit for the Hawks. First and second with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 3, Kayla Pilati.
Both teams offensively playing MLB The Show with the game sliders turned all the way up. 19 combined hits, 18 runs. It's a tough day to be a pitcher. So what this seems like it's going to come down to is like we're going to have a bunt from Pilati. Gets it down. Throw goes to third. A thing of beauty to get the lead runner. So she'll reach on a fielder's choice. Because she showed the bunt a little early, they were very much ready for where that one was going to pop out. But whichever team can find a pitcher that can settle down and get some quick outs is going to be the one that ultimately emerges as the winner. It's rare to see a contest like this. I mean, we've seen high-scoring championships in the CUNY before, especially going back to 2019, Hunter and Staten Island, which is what Staten Island was able to do in that 7th inning, finally just lock it down, get those final outs, and close the door on a 1-run win and a 21-run affair. Whichever team can find that pitcher that can really just look comfortable. Each team has 4 options. I'll be the one to ultimately get the W. That was a called strike to Fowler, who has struck out 28 times this season. Crushes this one foul. I see Ralph Maroney over there at third base. Head coach for the Hawks. There's a whole lot of hats in the athletic department. Aaron Layton is the equipment manager, as well as the head coach for John Jay. Pitch to Fowler, misses low with Bo waiting on deck. Has reached all 3 times. Swing and a miss. Fowler sent down. 2 away. Big strikeout for Grapple. That's her 82nd of the year.
The third baseman, number 9, Nicole Bo.
Nicole Bo, 2 hits, a walk today. It was dropped. The runner caught in the decision. Do I go? Do I stay? Marsala does opt to stay. Hawks came in with 45 stolen bases on 68 attempts. Conversion rate of about 67%. There's a ball. Getting out of the way was Bo. Native of Levittown, Division Avenue High School. Bo, a CUNYAC All-Star this year. Softball at Division Ave, as mentioned. 2-time All-Conference, 1-time All-County. And the pitch. She walked. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Here comes Olivia Colombo.
The center fielder, number 21, Olivia Colombo.
It's a ball. Got to be careful here. You got to try and get this out. Bases loaded. You don't want to lose your lead. Or rather, you don't want to give up a lead. Especially after you worked hard to recapture it in the top half of this inning. 1-0 to Palumbo. Ball 2. Olivia Palumbo, 1 for 2. She's got a hit, a walk, a run scored. And a strong season for her. The 2-0 pitch. Slow roller to third, through the legs, throw not in time. 10-9 in favor of Hunter. And the bases are still loaded.
The shortstop
for Paige Witalic.
Paige Witalic.
It's a freshman-heavy Hawks team. 8 of them. Or John Jay has 12. Slow roller. And another one comes across. It's 11-9. RBI single for Paige Witalic. Her second RBI of the day. It's 11-9. Bases still juiced for Curiel. And they have batted around again.
Number 40, Alyssa Curiel.
Second time in as many innings that every single player in the Hunter lineup gets an at-bat. Very impressive. But both teams trotted out what they thought was their best starter today. Both teams have gone to relievers, and both of them have now loaded the bases in each side of the fourth. It's a ball to Curiel. 1 for 2, has walked, has struck out. There's a strike. Right back to the pitcher. They'll go to the plate. So 4 come in for the Hawks. They lead 11-9 as we're on to the 5th. Welcome back. Here in the 5th, Rivera hardliner is able to reach first. And John Jay comes right back after giving up a few in the bottom of the 4th.
Player, number 7, Jordan Prince.
Offense at a premium in this championship day. They'll call that a single for Rivera, her first hit. Bunt is down. Prince is out. Sacrifice laid down to perfection as Summer Parks with 2 hits on the day.
The second baseman
will stride up to the plate.
Number 11, Summer Parks.
Off Maroney will call for time. Come talk to Leah Dillon, trying to get his first title as head coach. Rain is coming down here in Brooklyn. Not as bad as it was yesterday, or Friday for that matter, but it's still coming down. Coming a little steadier now. Nothing will disrupt the pace of play. So baseball will play over at the newly named Maimonides Park over in Coney Island to declare the winners. At Parks, now she pulled that back. Summer Parks has a double. She's got a bunt single. She scored twice. One error in the field, but has really shown the speed. Would not be surprised to see the bunt get down. It is down. It's to the pitcher. The throw is there, though. 2 down.
Top of the order for the Bloodhounds, the center fielder, number 4,
Charian.
Alyssa Curiel.
She doesn't have a hit, but she has scored twice, reached on a fielder's choice and an error. One to Charian. Charian takes a called strike. Strike 3 to close the inning. Leah Dillon finally able to step in and do what we've been waiting on. Can a pitcher on either side really slow the opponent down? They do just that. It's 11-9. Hunter, as we are on to the bottom of the 5th in game 1. Bottom half of the 5th, 11-9 lead for Hunter, and Leah Dillon, the now pitcher for Hunter. 2 hits on the day, striding up to the plate, trying to keep things going. They have Beth Leov over there at first, Ralph Maroney doing his thing at third. Dillon, liner. Diving play, the ball will reach the outfield, and it's Leah Dillon's 3rd hit, Hunter's 13th. They're batting .500 in this game. That after not scoring in the first 2 innings.
Olivia Woodruff.
Olivia Woodruff, 2 hits already coming up. Throw back to first, not in time. This is a Hunter team that did not win a non-conference game this season. But they won all 20 of their CUNYAC games, which is all that mattered for them at the end of the day. It's what got them here. Woodruff is a journalism major from Hoover, Alabama. Hoover High School. There's a ball. Hoover, Alabama is 979 miles from Brooklyn. Only non-New York native on the Hawks roster. Got Staten Island, Long Island, Brooklyn. All represented. There's a called strike. Palisades. And the rain is coming down, not nearly as bad as the previous couple days. It is a bright Sunday on this Mother's Day. Ground ball foul. It's a full count. The 3-2. Popped up. Long run. She ends up over there by short. Sandell makes the catch, one away. Marsala coming up.
Number 6, Samantha Marsala.
Marsala coming up. Entered the day batting a solid .241. Scored a couple times, picked up a hit today. Roller into center. That's the Hawks' 14th hit.
The left fielder, number 3, Kayla Pilati.
Pilati and Fowler, the only two without a base hit today. Aaron Layton will come out of an infield visit. Outfielders are also conference. The visit comes to an end as they'll come back out. First and second, one out. Marsala fresh off the hit. Pilati has not recorded one herself, but she has trotted in twice. And so every player's made some form of contribution, as 7 different players have come, 8 different players rather. Shaw, when she pinch ran, came across to score. They have RBIs from 8 different players, hits from 7, and runs scored from 8. Everyone's played some part. Fowler has an RBI from an earlier ground out. There's a foul ball from Pilati. Hawks trying to get back to the NCAA tournament. It'll be their 13th appearance. They played in the Temple Open in 2019, where they lost to Albright. All 5 runs they scored in a 6-5 loss, scattered across the 6th and 7th. And in 2015, Hunter was the ECAC champ after a 24-10 season. They took down Brooklyn College, the Sage Colleges at Albany, and Stevens. And the bases have been loaded after that walk for Fowler.
The second baseman, number 18.
Very important first pitch strike from Grapples. We talk about the high strikeouts. She came into the day with 81. For every strikeout, or rather for every 2 strikeouts, there's a walk for her. Highs and lows. There is a foul ball from Fowler. 12:39 p.m. Eastern Time. It's game 1. It'll be about a 25-minute gap between games 1 and 2. Then these teams meet again. And if the winner of game 1 takes game 2, they're champs. There's a foul. Fowler Stays true to her name and sends another one back and out of play. One, two, Fowler. Got a piece again. Beth Leoff will have a quick word with Fowler from Middletown, Pine Bush High School. Oh, the bases are loaded. Only one out. Pilati at first, Marsala at second, Dillon at third, Fowler at the plate. Another foul ball. Nearly grazed off the wrist. Here comes the payoff. Fowler, strike three, swing and a miss. Second K for Grapple since checking in.
Top of the order for the Hawks. Third baseman, number 9, Nicole Bowe.
Third baseman Nicole Bowe stepping up. Ball one outside. Bowe has 2 hits and 2 walks. She's reached all 4 times. A great pitch from Grapple. Fooling Bowe. The count goes to 1-1. Hawks rocking the white jerseys with the purple stripe. John Jay, the Bloodhound blue with white overlay. There's a flip to second, and for the first time since the second, both teams held scoreless. We're on to the 6th. It is an 11-9 lead for the Hawks. Sixth inning here at Brooklyn College between the Bloodhounds and the Hawks. An 11-9 lead for Hunter here in Game 1 and what's a best 2 out of 3 series. Zach Weiss with you. Leah Dillon in the circle, fires a strike to Gillespie. Picked up 2 hits, scored 2 runs, brought home 2. John Jay seeking their first title in 22 years. Hawks, it's been 14. Either way, we're going to get some nice history. That is a deep one to left. It is off the wall, and Gillespie in with a stand-up double, starting things off in the top half of the 6th. That's her 3rd hit of the day, joining Dillon as the only other player in that company.
The shortstop, number 17, Riley Sandell.
So Riley Sandell, 1 for 1, run scored, 2 walks, 2-run double. Coming up, driven in 54 this season from Deer Park, Texas. 10 home runs. Now she's got the power to make it 11. One quick swing to the back and tie the game. Ball 1 on the curve. Coming back with a fastball for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count to Sandell. What a start to her John Jay career. Here's a ball. Sandell also played volleyball for John Jay this year. 48 kills on the year. Came up with a serve assist. 4 aces. Couple blocks. Sandell doing both. She had a 9-kill game. 56.5 total points offensively to go with 67 digs. Now Sandell out here having an incredible season on the softball pitch. She just, oh, she thought it was ball 4. We'll have to come back. It was the obvious selection for a CUNYAC Rookie of the Year this season. And Sandell walks for the 3rd time, and she's the only John Jay player to take 4 balls in an at-bat.
Number 18, Angelina Scholes.
She's the tying run at first and second with nobody out for Angelina Scholes. Strike 1. For all the stolen bases they had this year, it has been surprising. John Jay's had 11 hits. They've seen 14 times a player get on base. Not a single one has tried to steal. They've been moving runners and hitting well enough, but you enter the championship with averaging more than 2 a game. You have players up and down the lineup that are racking them up. So it has been surprising that no one has attempted a steal for them yet. And a 3-pitch strikeout. Dillon ringing up Scholes. Emily Spurl has driven in 3 of John Jay's 9 runs. Trying to continue the magic. Has done a great job pulling the ball to left field. And over the third baseman's head throughout the day. The way both teams have been positioned in the outfield has led to a lot of the hits. Just hitting to the perfect spots all over the place. Spurl, a good piece of hitting, but he'll send it foul. Liner caught at third. The throw goes back to first. Not in time. Interesting, they didn't go to second. It would have been a lot closer. But they do get another out.
The left fielder, number 2, Mackenzie Tresh.
2 on, 2 out for John Jay. Mackenzie Tresh coming up. Ralph Maroney will come out. They'll have a visit. He might be getting a pitching change, potentially. You're going to get some kind of change. As Maroney is talking with both umpires. They're all going to conference. Actually, maybe they think there should have been an out at first base. He maybe thought there should have been an out. They'll all conference, get together, see what the verdict is. Safe is the call. That's all that was. 2 on, 2 out, 2-run difference in the 6th. Mackenzie Tresh is the only John Jay player outside of Charian. Does not have a hit. She's the only player that hasn't reached base for the Bloodhounds. Trying to change that in her 4th at-bat. It's a good eye from Tresh, taking it in the dirt for ball 1. Off Dillon's glove, but she has time to recover and fire to first. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, an 11-9 Hunter lead at Brooklyn College. Bottom half of the 6th, Palumbo at the plate. First pitch swinging, ground ball, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 20, Paige Witalic.
Paige Witalic now coming up. Outs are picking up for both sides. No runs scored since the 4th. First pitch swing. Long throw. A beauty. 2 pitches, 2 outs in the 6th.
A player number 40, Alyssa Curiel.
Alyssa Curiel tries to extend. She could potentially be the last batter of the day for Hunter for game one, if they're able to get things done on the pitching end in the top half. She'll take a ball. Curiel has one of Hunter's 14 hits. It's quickly 3 balls, no strikes to Curiel. She has walked once. Four-pitch walk. So since coming on in relief, grapple, 2 2/3, 2 runs, 6 hits,
Number 16,
3 walks, 2
Leah
strikeouts. Aaron Layton might be making a change of sorts. So Hunter might have. So it looks like Curiel, or there was a Hunter player that was never reinserted into the game, and so that's going to be an automatic out. So we're on to the 7th in an 11-9 game on Championship Sunday. They've scored 9 runs today. Can they add at least 2 more in the 7th to keep it going? See what John Jay's got up their sleeve in the 7th. Can they score against Dillon? Rivera swings at the first pitch, rolled to third. Slow throw, but a great throw, and there's 1 out. Bloodhound scored 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Normally that would be enough, but they could not get the outs behind them. So 1 out for Jordan Prince.
7, Jordan Prince.
They're 2 outs away from taking game 1 are the Hawks. And moving a little closer to that NCAA appearance for the first time in 14 years. Ralph Maroney has been coaching softball for a long time, an incredible high school coach before coming to the Hawks. So look at that 08 year where they won. And there's a roller, throw to first. They're 1 out away are the Hawks. They played Mount Union, Kane, and Western Connecticut at Rowan in 2008. They won 1 game in that tournament when they last got in. They beat Kane. They outlasted Baruch in the finals of the conference over at CSI. So they're 1 out from a game 1 win. Summer Parks is the last hope. She has enough speed. Without a doubt, she has enough speed to potentially move to lay one down the third base line and reach, because if she can get on base, you have Charian up next. And if Charian can get on base, you have Gillespie and then Sandell. So you need to get on if you're obviously the game is on the line, but Parks does have what it takes. She does go bunt, but it's a foul. Summer Parks is the last hope here in game 1. She already has a couple hits, couple runs scored. You know, she's got the speed. Pops it up to close out game 1. There is the grab, and the Hawks in a high-scoring affair. They score 7 in the third, they score 4 in the fourth, and they have an 11-9 win.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left.
2 RBIs for Bo and Witalic. They had 14 hits. And they did exactly what they had to do. They stranded 11 on base, but the win is the win. We'll be back, folks, in 25 minutes with game number 2 at Brooklyn College.